Transformation durch Information. Wie Facebook seine Verantwortung versteht, erstmalig auf unserer Bühne Facebook, erstmalig mit der Europachefin Nicola Mendelssohn. Sie ist hier zugeschaltet und wir haben die große Freude, uns mit der Betrachtungsweise eines solchen Konzerns mal auseinanderzusetzen. Denn 3 Milliarden Menschen verbinden sich ohne Zwang, freiwillig, auf Facebook miteinander. Seit dem September 20, seit kurzem also, gibt es bei Facebook ein Klimainformationszentrum. Und 2030 will Facebook insgesamt CO2-neutral sein. Es legt als Unternehmen also erste Schritte hin zu einer Nachhaltigkeitsstrategie. Und deswegen ist es sehr spannend zu sehen, wie Facebook einerseits reagiert auf die Welt der Falschinformation, der Fake News und andererseits aber auch selber Fakten schafft bei dem Thema nachhaltige Entwicklung. Nicola Mendelssohn ist Vice President for Europe, Middle East and Africa von Facebook und wir hören nun ihren Zuspieler.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicola Mendelssohn and I'm the Vice President of Europe, the Middle East and Africa at Facebook. It's a real honor for me to be here for German Sustainability Day. This is Facebook's first time as a partner and we're proud to support this important conference, a conference which addresses the most critical challenges of our times. And I want to start by congratulating all this year's nominees for the awards and to wish you huge amounts of luck. From sustainable architecture to groundbreaking research to green startups, you are building a better future for all of us. Now, 2020 has seen the greatest health crisis, the greatest economic crisis, and also the greatest environmental crisis that many of us will see in our lifetimes. Yet when I look back at the progress on the climate, 2020 also feels like a turning point. The European Green Deal has been agreed. European leaders are working to transform Europe's economy and society to make it more sustainable. And Europe is showing strong global leadership on the climate emergency, as it's done for many years. At Facebook, we share Europe's vision for a green future. Because the science is clear. Climate change is real. It's the greatest threat our world faces and we must address it now without delay. And as a global tech company and a platform that connects billions of people, we have a global responsibility. And I want you to know that as you work towards a more sustainable world, we're with you. Now, of course, words are easy, but we're committed to backing up our words with action. And I'd like to share with you 2 ways that Facebook is addressing the climate crisis. First, we're getting our own house in order by working to reduce our environmental impact as a company. And second, we're using our platform to help address the climate crisis. Here at Facebook, we know that change starts at home, and we have a sustainability team working on every aspect of our business, from our offices to our infrastructure and also our operations. And we have a particular focus on our data centers. As you know, our company is powered by data centers in the United States, Europe and Southeast Asia that process every single one of the videos and posts that you watch on Facebook and every post also that you make on Instagram. But in recent years, we've been able to make these data centers so much more energy efficient. And this increased efficiency has allowed us to decouple our energy consumption from the growth of the data that we process. And that's why this September, we were pleased to announce that Facebook will reach net zero emissions for all of our operations by the end of this year. Now, we've also set a goal to make our value chain net zero for emissions by 2030. Part of this is about efficiency, but we're also investing heavily in wind and solar power. And so by the end of this year, Facebook will be 100% powered by renewable energy. In fact, we're proud to be the #2 corporate buyer of renewable energy in the world. And I'd love to give you an example of the work that we've been doing. We have a data centre in Odense in Denmark that came online in 2019. It's one of 3 data centres that we operate in Europe, and the others are in Luleå, Sweden, and Cloney, Ireland. And by the way, in Cloney, Ireland, we also have 10 bee colonies with almost 500,000 bees helping to pollinate the local area. But to return to Odense. Now, this data centre is powered entirely by a wind farm in the southwest of Norway. This farm was built in part because Facebook committed to buying 100% of its output, giving developers the financial security to complete it with local partners. Today, this wind farm sends clean energy to our data centre, and we're looking forward to more long-term partnerships that will lead to renewable energy investments all around the world. Now, you may be thinking, well, what about the Facebook itself, that blue app where I do connect with my friends and my family? Well, we've been busy there too. One of the biggest lessons we've learned from the COVID-19 pandemic is actually how effective Facebook can be for connecting people to accurate, expert advice and information. We worked hand in hand with the World Health Organization this year to make sure that we were sharing important health messages about COVID, and we were able to reach over 2 billion people with that. Now that we've seen how we can help with the social dimension of a crisis, we're now taking a similar approach on climate. And so this September, we were pleased to launch our new Climate Science Information Centre on Facebook in Germany, France, the UK and the US. Now, this information centre, well, it's a unique space on Facebook. It's dedicated entirely to connecting people with factual resources from the world's leading climate organisations and scientists. Now, when we launched it, we sent an announcement to every Facebook user in Germany. So if you visit, well, you can learn about the basics of climate change from the IPCC, read information from trusted scientific sources like the Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research, or get tips for reducing your own personal carbon footprint. But along with this, we actually want to continue to reduce misinformation about climate change on our platforms. And so for this work, well, we're working with over 80 independent fact-checking organisations, including 3 in Germany, to review content that could be false or deceiving. And so if the fact-checkers find something false, we'll apply a warning label to that post, both across Facebook and Instagram. In addition to this, I am really pleased to share with you today that we'll soon be launching a new initiative to guide people to accurate information when they search climate change on Facebook. That work will continue, and there's more to come. But we're also proud that our platform is used by NGOs and charities to raise awareness around sustainability. In Germany, organisations like the Cleanup Network, Surplus, and ATIPTAP, well, they use our platforms to promote waste reduction, clean cities, and ending food waste. And we've been honoured as a company to help fundraise for environmental causes. And more recently, we pledged to donate $100,000 to a tree planting charity if 100,000 people on Facebook participated in what we called the Our Planet Challenge. As part of this, we asked people to share a photo of a natural place that they want to protect from the climate crisis. And within just 2 days, 100,000 people had joined in. And we're looking forward to working on similar projects in the future. Of course, alongside NGOs and charities, we also want to support communities and green businesses on our platforms too. And one example in Germany is the group Zero Waste. It's a community of about 20,000 people who've come together on Facebook to reduce their use of plastic in everyday life. We also have thousands of green businesses using our platforms to find new customers. One small business based in Cologne, Ecolinda, well, they sell food and drink containers made from sustainable materials, and 50% of its sales comes from our platforms. As we say at Facebook, this journey is 1% done, and we are excited for the possibilities ahead for green business and sustainable communities. Facebook's 16 years old this year, which means we're basically still a teenager, and we know that there is so much wisdom and experience and hard work that's gone into driving the sustainability agenda forward, so from many people right here with us today. So we come with open minds to learn and to partner with you and governments across Europe. We do want to leverage the power of our platform and our network and our partnerships to help build a sustainable future. It has been an absolute honour to share with you some of the small steps that we're taking towards that goal. And we do want to do more. And we're ready to help. And I'm excited about what we can do together.